Hello and welcome to Napolicious Pizza. My name is Andreas and today I will show you another video of how I built my new Neapolitan oven. If you haven't watched my other video of Maggan, Neapolitan stone oven, I recommend you watch it. It's on my channel. So get drinks ready, sit down, relax and enjoy the video. So first things first, I made some blueprints, rough ones, so you guys could better understand the concept of my oven, Neapolitan oven. So this outer, this is the front. You can see the outer design. That's not that important. You can choose whatever outside design that you like. But the important thing is the opening. That is this standard Neapolitan opening, 220 millimeters in radius. And that is a standard Neapolitan oven. In that way you will keep a lot of heat in the oven, because the heat will stay in the roof or in the inner roof and be forced down through the small opening. So this is the most important part of the design. Instead of a spherical inner shape, this is straight walls, 200 millimeters, and then the dome, the low Neapolitan dome starts, and it's only 160 millimeters. So from the baking floor to the inner roof, it's 360 millimeters, and that is the golden number when you're using 1 meter in inner diameter of the oven. And then you have all this isolation material around the oven. I wanted to keep all the heat inside, so I went for a lot of isolation material. And the Biscotto, the Sorrento floor is the part where it says 40 millimeter. And this is the side perspective of the blueprint. You can see the low opening to the left, and chimney or extraction flue or whatever you call it. It goes just above the opening and to the middle. And the smoke, the chimney is 150 millimeters in diameter, and it's important that the rest of the chimney isn't smaller in area than that. And here you can see the smoke and the heat will travel out the front and up the chimney, and the isolation outside of the chimney. So I started the build by making this square frame. I knew what the outer diameter of the oven was, 145 1450 millimeters in diameter. So I made this frame so it could fit inside. I made sure it was flat. And then I made the base plate out of 3 plates because the sheet metal isn't big enough. And I drilled a hole in the middle and used a lace and a pen just to draw out the circle. And I welded it. Started welding it bit by bit so it wouldn't warp too much. I knew it eventually would warp a little bit. And the build beer. Just welded a little bit. And here is the inner walls. And the frame under. And the test fitment of the dome ceiling. I used a really bright lamp and far away just to cast a shadow so I could know where to cut the hole of the opening. That plate I have welded is the correct shape. 220 millimeters in radius. Oh, it's pretty neat. And ta-da! Almost a perfect opening. And this is the first chimney or extraction flue. I instantly saw that it was quite big, so I will make it smaller. This is a front plate. Just test fitting. And this is a sketch on my computer. My good friend and co-worker. He has a business in laser cutting. Now it's starting to be fully welded, and this is isolation, 21 centimeters of really nice isolation material. And here they are, the Biscotto di Sorrento. Not really happy about the cut they made. So I had to rearrange the stones, and I will come back to this later and grind it down, because the difference in level is too much for my taste. Yes, now the ceiling is starting to be welded shut. And here is 100% welded shut. I had to massage the walls to fit. But it was a piece of a cake. A piece of cake. Yeah, here the chimney is smaller now. And the opening is, or the front plate is completely welded. This is the extraction flue for the chimney. It turned out very good. Yes. And all the sheet metal I use is 2 millimeters thick, so it will hold the heat for a long time. Now it's coming along nicely. So at this stage, I have to try to test the draft, or to see that the suction works like it should. Exciting times to do the first fire, and this looks nice. I just love the fire. If you build an oven, you should test. You should get it up to temperature and see that the suction works fine before you build in the oven. Or if it doesn't work as it should, you have to cut it open again, and that's no fun. It's better to test it very early in the process. So now it's time to grind down some welds so it doesn't rust away too quickly. I'm not gonna paint the oven here because I think it just will melt the paint anyway. So I will leave this at a bare metal. Yeah, it's really convenient to have a car lift. That made the build process a lot more easier. And now the isolation starts. This is fire blanket or fire isolation material, 55 millimeters thick, and I will use 4 layers on the sides. Layer number 2. Layer number 3. And the last layer. Just missing a little patch. And now the outer walls make their appearance. Yes, and now the pipe is welded shut. And a cap in front. Yeah, and the roof isolation. As much as I could fit. About 3 to 4 layers. Yeah, and the roof, the outer roof. Perfect fit. I just made a hole in the middle for the pipe and cut a straight line on the back of this roof, and then pull it together to make this cone shape. And here it is welded. And cut off. Now it's starting to look really good. Yes, now the front plate that my friend lasercut, it turned out awesome. And this is crunch time, because this is the last night I can work on the oven, because the day after I have a huge pizza gig. So the whole week was crunch time, the whole night until the morning. I stayed in the garage and worked on it, welding and grinding, welding and grinding. And this, yeah, now it's loading time, away to its premiere, which turned out really nice. And the oven is almost complete. I haven't painted it yet, but now you will see a lot of baking shots. This is a bachelor party for my friend Andreas. He's a pizza friend, also makes Neapolitan pizza. On Instagram you can follow him, pizzagiggs. And here we do a student party. This is a good friend of mine who's celebrating his birthday. Yes, and that was it. I really hope you liked the video, and if you're thinking about building your own oven like this, I hope it helped a lot. Otherwise, you can always write me, leave a comment on my channel, and follow my YouTube channel, and also you can follow my Instagram page. It's called Napolicious Pizza. And yes, I see you next time. Bye.